All right, what's up, guys? It is Motivational Monday. Now, I had to switch it up a bit for this next video. You know, we do Live Your Life Friday, which I hope you guys have been living, but it's Motivational Monday. And today, I just want to motivate you in this feeling. Like, a lot of times, we have this feeling of feeling less than. Feeling less than for whatever reasons. And there's a lot of different things that contribute to that feeling of feeling less than. And today we're going to talk about some of those reasons why you may feel this way. And then just certain things that we could do to kind of help us get over that feeling, to move forward from that feeling so that we could come into what is for us, so we could walk into our true purpose. Because everything that I talk about on my channel, it always goes back to you living your life to the most fullest and walking in the purpose that God have given you, your true purpose. So let's talk about feeling less than now. All right. We've all felt less than from no matter how old you are, no matter how great your life is. We have all went through a period where we have felt less than. We have felt like we were not good enough. And it stemmed from a lot of different reasons. Now, number one, it could have came from being in a bad relationship. And number two, a bad friendship. So relationship, friendship, they go hand in hand. So you may have been in a toxic relationship with a significant other, or a toxic friendship with somebody who you thought had your back or what have you. And really and truly, it was not so. So these different things right here could make you feel less than. Number two, sometimes we're growing up and, you know, unfortunately, sometimes our parents, they may say things to us, sometimes not intentionally to hurt us, but they're trying to probably get something across to us, trying to teach us a lesson. And they may say things to us that creeps into our spirit and kind of stay there. And it's a thing that we hold it negatively. And as we get older, we hold on to that. And perfect example. If you have ever did something incorrectly or did something wrong where it could have really adversely affected your life, sometimes your parents, out of anger or frustration, while talking to you, they may say, okay, if you keep going down this path, you know, you will not accomplish anything. Now, sometimes we are going to listen to that, and all we take away from that is, oh, you'll never accomplish anything. Instead of listening to the whole sentence, we take away that one negative nugget, and then we hold that negative nugget in us. And then as you get older, as different circumstances come up, then you remember that one time when your parents said, oh, you're never going to accomplish anything. And you take that and you hold on to that. Also, it could come from going through grade school, going through middle, high, elementary school, or whenever, if you were bullied. A lot of times we're bullied in adolescence or our teenage years, and we're bullied for being too short, being too tall, wearing glasses, looking different. And you hold on to that thing after you gone past high school, college, you're adult, you have family, and you hold on to whatever those people said to you way back when, from you being bullied for like 10, 15, 20 years ago. And you're holding on to that. And then sometimes you could feel less than just from your own insecurities, that no one put those insecurities there. It's more so that you're probably comparing yourself to someone else and someone else's life. So then you create insecurities as a result of that. So these are different ways where we may end up feeling less than. Now, these are normal. We're human. We go through life. Things happen. So do not feel down on yourself if you've ever been in any of these situations that make you feel less than. The key is to pulling yourself out of it and to staying out of it. So now, first of all, let's talk about relationships. Last week, we talked about healing from a bad relationship. That is what you need to go back and watch that video. So if you're feeling less than because of what you've gotten from a bad relationship or a previous relationship or a toxic relationship, go ahead and watch that video. In that video, I outline some steps you could take to heal from that toxic relationship, because it always comes from healing. Now, as far as, let's say, your parents concerned, they impart certain things in you. If you're feeling some type of way, and if you are able to go ahead and have a conversation with your parents, go ahead and do so. And a lot of times they'll tell you that, you know what, I'm sorry that you took what I said way back then that way, but that was not my intention. Because your parents, 9 times out of 10, their intention is to make sure you grow into a happy, healthy, adjusted adult. Okay, so you could talk to your parents, and if unfortunately your parents is not living, go ahead and pray about it. Write a letter to them. Pray about it to God, ask him to take those feelings away, or you could write a letter to that parent, and then take that letter and seal it and put it away and put that feeling away. Just know that your parents love you and that they would never do anything to harm you. Or if you had a bad upbringing and your parents were not that great of folks, you need to write a letter. Write a letter to let go of that anger, that frustration, and realize that what they said to you, that is not what it is. That's not what's going to happen to you. Write a letter, let it go, pray to God for him to take those feelings or anxiousness away. Now, if you were bullied, now I was bullied, in middle school really badly in my 8th grade year. So I definitely understand this particular one. So if you were bullied, you need to realize that 9 times out of 10, these folks, they're not even in your life anymore. You probably haven't spoken to them in how many years. So why is it that you're allowing people who have not contributed anything significant or positive to your life, who you are not speaking to, who is not a part of your day-to-day life, hold you or have anything over you? You need to just kind of let them go. One of my mentors, we were talking the other day, and I was, bouncing some things off of them. And they said, you know what, Shereffa, this is what I'm going to tell you. You need to just let it go. It's like no sugarcoat, no fluffy stuff. Just let it go. And that's what it is. If you're an adult now and it's been 5, 10, 15, 20 years since you went through that phase of being bullied when you're in elementary, middle, high school, and these people are not in your life, you don't talk to them, they don't affect your day to day, let it go, because it's not worth it. You need to find a way to let that go. Know that they were adolescents and they were probably insecure of themselves, and they were trying to find a way to be liked by their peers. So they chose you to bully you. And maybe because you had a good upbringing and you did not respond in a certain negative way, they continue to do it. So go ahead and let go of that bullying, because that is not going to hinder anything. Let that go. There's no need to hold on to that. Now, your own personal insecurities. A lot of times we compare ourselves to other people in our lives. We compare ourselves to friends, to siblings, and it's not a good thing. Your life is your life, and it's unique, and you're here for a purpose. Your purpose, my purpose, someone else's purpose are going to be different. So why is it that you feel the need to compare yourself to them? Yes, things may appear to be a certain way. Yeah, it may appear to be a certain way, but it's not. What may appear to be, people know how to put on a good front, honey, okay? They know how to put on a good front. So I don't understand why a lot of times we're worrying about what this person, we're worrying about what that person doing, where that's not going to change the price of rice in your life. Stop worrying about other people. You know what? Worry about yourself, okay? Worry about yourself. Worry about what you're doing. Worry about what you need to do, what you need to do to get your life in order. Stop worrying about what other people are doing, what other people have going on. Because what is for you is for you. And if what they have, or if some of those things that they have is going to be for you, it will be yours in due time. But don't try to rush the process that God is bringing you through. Why? Because it's your process. Everyone doesn't walk the same line. You might be going to a similar destination, but your path to get there is definitely going to be different. Don't think about, oh, this person's life is so much easier than mine. This person's life is so much whatever. What I've realized is that, and we've heard this time and time again, God don't put more on you than what you could bear, right? Maybe that person, maybe God know that that person is weak. Maybe God don't put them through no struggle because they know they're weak and they wouldn't be able to handle it. But maybe God is putting you through these different trials or these different situations, or allowing these different things to happen so that he could strengthen you, because what he had for you to do is going to take that strength that has been building up in order for you to accomplish it. So let go of those insecurities of what other people have, what other people are doing. You're unique. You're special in your own way, in your own right. So don't let nobody life make you feel some type of way. My life is not perfect, but I thank God for it every day. He has put me on this amazing journey, and there's been some bumps, some ups and downs along the way. However, I am still grateful for it. Why? Because it's my journey, and can't nobody take that away. You guys, I want you guys to please, this feeling of less than, it could take you, it could consume you, and you do not want that to happen, because once it consumes you, it is going to be so much more harder to fight it, because your will to fight it is not going to be there. Anytime you're starting to feel less than someone, you're feeling less than anyone, you notice that feeling, you take that feeling right away and you just pray about it, and then you just let that feeling go. And I know it's easier said than done with a lot of these things, but you have to try. I always believe where there's a will, there's a way. So if you really want to let go of these negative feelings that you're having about yourself, you need to let it go. What's the point of feeling some negative things towards your own self? We need to love ourselves for who we are, who we were created to be. And even if you do not know what your full purpose is, just know that you're heading in that direction. And you know within yourself at any time if the path that you're heading down is the right or wrong path. Because we have this little feeling on the inside that kind of nudges us and say, hey, this isn't right. Or, hey, you know what? Continue on. This is what you need to be doing. Feeling less than is not a good feeling. I've been there plenty of times. But the key is to not sit into it. The key is when that feeling creeps up, is say, you know what? No, I'm not going to feel this way because of ABCXYZ. I'm not going to be insecure about this because their path is their path and my path is my path. No, I'm not going to allow what my mom or dad said to me 10 years ago to mess up the way that I'm doing things now. I'm not going to allow when these people bullied me, excuse me, to keep me from my path, keep me from my destination. I want you guys, if you have not done so already, go back to my 2 videos, Walking in Purpose, Part 1 and Part 2, and Healing from a Toxic Relationship, or Healing from a Breakup. Healing from a breakup is very essential for you. If that's why you're having this less than feeling. A lot of women, unfortunately, we get through this path where we're feeling less than because of how a man treated you or what a man said to you. Sometimes they say things like, oh, you're never going to find anyone to love you like I do, and all this craziness. And you need to remember that God loves you more than anyone else in this world, okay? So you always have a person who's going to love you, all right? You know, my name is Dr. Shereffa Clarke. I would like to thank you on this Monday. It is Motivational Monday. Please do me a favor. If you would like to share a time in your life when you felt less than and how you were able to come up out of it, go ahead and please drop that in the comment section. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Go ahead and like this video. And you know what? Go ahead and share it. You never know who this video may help. So go ahead again. Thank you and have a blessed day.